As you know, it sounds a little bit like a diesel, and as I told you, it might have to do something with the HT leads. So what I'm going to do is remove the HT leads one by one and see if something happens. So what about I remove this one? Yeah, that runs very rough now. What about this one? Yeah, definitely a change. Very rough now. Oh. And that's why I'm wearing gloves. Wow. Yep. So what about this lower one here? Yep, the same. And the last one. See if I can grab it with a tool or something. It's a little bit hard to reach. Oh yeah. Okay, so okay, nothing going on, guys, it's just the way it sounds. Second part, we are leaking coolant somewhere, I'm not sure where. I want to investigate it, so I'm gonna turn off the engine and see if we can find it.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I think I found it. I hope you can see it, but there are very small drops, or actually quite big drops, of water, coolant, on top of the gearbox over there. Yeah, I think you can see it. I think maybe the thermostat could be leaking. It's something that happens over time when a car gets older. Wow, yeah, it's right over there, behind this square block. What about we remove these HT leads, so we have better access to this hose over here. Remove that hose, remove the thermostat housing, and see if we can find if it leaks there. Okay, I've written 1, 2, 3, 4 on the HT leads, not because of firing order, just because then I can remember that the first one is on top, second one, third and fourth, and of course the middle one, but that's not a problem to remember. Let's put that to the side. There we go. 2, 3 and 4. This is basically the first thing I've done on the engine itself. And there's a bit of corrosion, I think I will remove it. And the rotor is in quite good condition, I would say. I think while we're at it, why not just replace this hose, because I've got a spare one, a new one, and we can keep this for emergencies. It's just too bad that we are going to lose a lot of coolant again. But in order to remove and replace this hose, I'm afraid we also have to remove parts of the bumper. Yep. That's not good. I'm gonna have to glue this. Okay. And this gives us access to the hose that we need to remove. Over there is the screw. Okay, as it seems the camera was not recording, but I've removed this clamp from the radiator hose. Yeah. I think it will be a little bit of a pain in the butt to fit the new one. Nobody move. Where's my 10mm? Here. Okay. Come on. Yep. This is nice, you can actually reach it. Yep. Okay, so this thermostat was actually working. But look how dirty this is. We're going to clean it off. Really good. I don't think I will replace this thermostat, also, although it looks quite old. But it was working, so why should we replace something that works? On the other hand, while we're at it, this part will cost like 6 or 7 euros. Why not just replace it, right? Made in Germany. That's why it's still working. Looking at the rubber, I can see that it is very old. It actually feels more like plastic than rubber. So I think I will change my mind. I think I want to replace this now. And ta-da! Daylight is running out. So I think I'm going to have to fit it all back together. Let's tighten down. We have this clamp. It's not great, but I think it will hold. Okay, well, let's see if it runs. I don't know why that took so long, but it runs. So I would say job done for this moment. Yeah, of course, waiting for supplies. We'll do that next time.
Several days later.
Today we have a new interesting day because it's a new Saturday, so it's another day of fiddling about with the car. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so I will maybe not do so much talking. But last week we found out that the thermostat housing of the Volvo is leaking there. So I ordered a new one, so we're going to fit that today. I've also put in a new hose, a coolant hose over there. And then I tried to fiddle with the ignition a little bit because I saw that the old distributor cap, or the Dizzy, was a little bit worn. So I tried to clean it, and after that, you wouldn't believe it, but this happened. So this is where we're at now. I ordered a new Dizzy and I will put that on the car in a minute. First, of course, we're going to fix the thermostat. Also, it's raining today, so I've improvised this kind of tent. So I'm dry. So this is the new box of stuff that came in last week. A lot of stuff for the Volvo. We've got a new thermostat over here. We've got new spark plug cables or HT leads. We've got new ATF for the Volvo. We're going to replace that. I've bought another gasket for the thermostat because the old thermostat was still working. I'm going to put that in place and keep it as a spare. This was only €1, so that's okay. We've got some new coolant. We've also got new power steering fluid, which we're going to reuse, and no, not reuse, replace, because we've also still got a power steering line somewhere around there in this box of many things, because the old power steering line was rusted, is still rusted. I want to do that job when the weather becomes a little bit better. So I think that's it for the Volvo. Oh yeah, we've got this. It's a sensor, crankshaft position sensor, which always tends to break, I heard, so I'm keeping this as a spare. This is empty already. It was a rotor for the ignition. Also, very exciting, that is my tow bar, which is in great condition. It's for the Volvo. I saw it online and I just bought it blindly because I knew that most of the tow bars are rusted, and this one is in very good shape. Well, not at the moment of course with the plastic, but when we remove the plastic it will be in great shape. So this is where we're at now. Under a blue bit of plastic. Let's first try to remove the old thermostat housing and remove the thermostat. There we go. That's job one done. And now let's remove the old HT leads and fit some new ones in. First I'm going to refit the new Dizzy. This is the new one. There's only one way you can put it back together. Okay. So it still doesn't start. That's the starlet in the background. My girlfriend doing groceries. So what I want to do now is replace all the HT leads, especially this middle one. See if that makes any difference. Maybe I damaged it or something. There we go. Nothing. Nothing at all. So now I'm very curious if we have spark. So what I'm going to do is put some spark plugs in there. Not the ones that will fit to the car, I think, but that's no problem. And just to see if they are firing. Okay, let's hope for the best. Okay, exactly as I thought, we have no spark. So that's what's wrong. You can smell the fuel. We have no spark and we have to figure out why.
20 minutes later.
The problem is not yet solved. Everything I do doesn't work, which is normal in my case, but so, well, we've replaced all this. We have no spark. I've been reading some forums, and one of my main concerns at this moment is the crankshaft position sensor, which is, I hope I can show you, about there. That tends to fail sometimes, and in this case I've removed the thermostat housing, and a lot of coolant has dripped over there, which may have caused the crankshaft position sensor to fail. So I'm going to replace it. I've ordered a new one, which is great. I might need it already. There are two 11mm bolts, and then you can just pull it out. So let's see if we can do that. Ow. Yep, that's working. And there it is. Yeah, so what we can see is that it's very dirty because of all of the coolant that's gone over it. Alright, so I've taken out the ECU. Let's see if we can find anything strange about that. So far it's not great. I've checked basically all the parts of the ignition. There are new HT leads, there are new dizzy, there's a new rotor. There are no new spark plugs yet, but okay. I've checked two fuses under the dashboard over there. I've checked the ECU. I've checked all of these relays over here. Well, at least I switched them out. That didn't help. I've replaced the crankshaft position sensor, or it's this one. Yes, the coil. So I've checked these wires, and when the ignition is on there's almost no current, but when you put the ignition on and you crank the car, there's 9 volts going to it. All the other wires don't have any voltage. So yeah, maybe this coil is bad. We can switch it out for another one. I don't have one to spare, so I'll have to order one. And I've already spent a lot of money on the car, on these new ignition things. So, but yeah, I cannot think of anything else that may have gone wrong. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. It is now a few days later. I've got some new parts in, and here it is. This is the old one, obviously. I have to take this part out and put this part in. And I really hope this works. If it doesn't, I am a little bit out of options. So first let's put this new coil into this bracket over here. Put it in the car and let's see what happens. Refit these connections. There you go. Connections look very good, so that's nice. It goes here. And the main HT lead goes here, where you can see it, I think. Well guys, this is it. I'm gonna put you over here. This is it, let's hope. Hope and pray. Yes! It works! Oh my god, guys! The coil had failed. Also sounds like there's a little little bit of a vacuum leak somewhere because of the high idle. Well, that's not good on idle, but it runs. Oh my god. Oh, this is such a happy moment. Okay, I'm gonna let the car idle for a moment. There's a lot of excess fuel in the system, so just let it burn off. But it runs. So guys, this concludes the video. I'm very happy. I'm gonna get the car back on the road again to do some little road trip or something. But it runs. So thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye.